Hi, I'm Susan. I acquired this sled from Salvation Army, and I picked it up and the top part broke off, and then my kitty cats knocked it out of the chair and it just came apart. So obviously it was just hot glued together. So I pulled off the glue, and there was these thin little, I don't know if they were like staples or what, but it wasn't like a staple except for how thin it was, and it was rusted. So I cleaned it as best as I could. It looked like it had been left outside because it looked like it had a little bit of mold on it. So I just sanded it down and got rid of the glue and clipped the little wire, whatever it was holding it together, and cleaned it the best as I could. I reattached the little runners with a combination of hot glue and E6000 and just glued it back on there. I may go back and put some nails in it, I don't know. So far it's holding pretty good. I love the shape of the sled, and I love the size of the sled. So I'm going to continue working with it. Once I got it put back together, I painted it with the crimson Waverly chalk paint. It took 2 coats to cover. I painted the top, I dried it with my hair dryer, and then repainted the top, and then flipped it over and painted the bottom. I am proud to be participating in this challenge hosted by Jamie of Border Bananas and Border Bananas DIY. Jamie is a thrifter and a crafter, and I love watching her channels. They will be listed in the description box down below, as well as the playlist. Go check them all out. This challenge is called Flipping Friday, and we take something that we have thrifted or already have and give it a makeover. I love doing this, and I love seeing what everyone else has done. I highly recommend you go check out the playlist. I got this image off of the Graphics Fairy. I love that site. They have the most beautiful vintage looking images. I just trimmed around the edges so that I could Mod Podge it onto my sled. I just put a little Mod Podge on the back of my paper, laid it down, and then Mod Podged over the top. I smoothed out the air bubbles as best as I could by using my paint. And it got most of them. I think there was a small one at the bottom, but it was fine. have this gold and off-white trim, and I decided to go around the image with it. I think I got this trim, I've had it for many years. I believe it used to be my mom's. And so I just kind of framed it out using that trim. And I just used hot glue to glue it down. I was trying to figure out how to decorate the little section at the top. I had thought about putting welcome on it, but I didn't really want to do that again. And so I found this lace that I've had in my stash for many years. And I thought the blue matched the background blue behind the children on the sled. And I just glued it down with hot glue. And I just did a layering effect at the top. I just played with different things that I had to see what I thought looked good. I have these little beaded picks that I've had for years, and they're a very light blue, which also matched the picture. So I just twisted them together and then clipped off the ends and added it to the lace. I made another layer using this scrap red ribbon that I had. I love the ribbon and lace mixture. And I just glued it down, and then I added some ribbon roses that I had. I thought it really looked Victorian also. Now the part above the picture, I really wanted to do something because it just kind of looked bare to me. And I was determined to use these pearls, but I could not get them to work. I kept coming back to them and trying. And I mixed it with lace, and I tried different laces, and I worked and worked, and nothing really said do it. But I was determined to try. I wish they had been long enough to have gone around the picture also. That's what I really wanted to do. So I opted to just begin gilding the edges of the sled. And I just went around with the gold metallic paint. I love this stuff. I saw it on Indiana Jones. I saw her using it, and I found it at last bottle at Walmart, and I grabbed it. So what I ended up doing at the top is just simply drawing another star to mimic the star that was in the picture, and just kept it simple. And so I drew the star and the rays, and just went with that. I found this red cording at Dollar General, and they really have some very pretty ribbons, and I really loaded up on them. And I used this cording for my hanger, and I just fished it through the holes in the sled. And here is my finished project. I think it turned out cute. It's the first time I've done something like this, so I'm happy with it. I love the picture, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you hadn't. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Thank you, Jamie, for hosting this. So until next time, everybody. Bye.